Hey guys, this is Zeke from Hard Mode Gamers, here with Kurt, and we're gonna talk today about Mass Effect, right? The newest one, right? What's
Mass
it called?
Effect Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Oh boy.
Oh, does that title live up to its name, Andromeda?
Well, Mass Effect. I don't know where to start with this game. I am convinced, I'm pretty sure this is the first major blunder of 2017. A lot of things went wrong. Go ahead and ask away.
Alright, so what was the first banana peel that
Banana?
the banana peel you slipped on, because such a blunder?
Okay, so there was an early access sort of demo for this that a lot of people got to play, and there was a lot of things wrong with that right from the get-go. First and foremost, as people may have heard, the facial animations, specifically on humans, is awful. Bad. It's really bad. The lip syncing is off. People's faces just kind of twitch around. Someone compared it to Mass Effect 1, and it looked about the same. And Mass Effect 1 is a much older game.
So no improvement there. What about what about anything else in the game that's changed since Mass Effect 1?
So the structure was
improved any?
Yeah, the structure was weird for the demo. So they had you go to a planet that might have been a bad choice, and they also kind of cut off the demo at a bad part because it really didn't get you the best taste of what you're supposed to be doing. You need a lot more time with it to get that, and then when we did finally get the game, I did finally get what you were doing, but the structure of the game became a lot less Mass Effect and more like Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Dragon Age and why.
So Dragon Age Inquisition, what happens is, global catastrophe, dangerous sky beams and whatnot.
Okay.
Ask me about sky beams. They're in everything now.
Yeah.
Sky beams ruining the world. But they give you this goal, and then you have all these places to go. And these places have their own problems. You go to those places, you solve the problems, you do as much as you want. Some stuff is worth more points than others, but these points rack up to give your Inquisition points to carry on towards the next goal.
Okay.
And that's what Mass Effect is kind of doing too, except it's a little bit more nebulous in what's supposed to be being established. You go in and you find yourself on one planet and you do a bunch of stuff, then you go to another planet, then some people on another planet send you back to another planet.
Okay.
And the real rock in the road on this one is that the menus that tell you what you're supposed to be doing are a mess. The inventory screen is a mess. The upgrade system is ridiculous. Building guns is a pain. Building guns is a pain, and I'll have like a quest in my logbook, and they have quests that range in like 5 subcategories, and I'll have one that's from a planet, and I'll check that planet, but in order to fulfill it, I actually have to be on another planet, so I don't know why they're filing it on one planet if I'm supposed to be somewhere else. Glitches galore too on top of that, because during my playthrough, I got a quest stuck at the top right corner of my screen. Won't go away. It's done. I finished it.
You finished it?
I did
to full completion?
It won't go away. It is constantly on display. Any other active quest I have will pop up for a second, then that same quest will just stay there.
Wow.
Sometimes map markers on the planets you're on don't work. You have to stop to check the map every few seconds to kind of figure out where you're going when you're driving around on these planets, because
there's no mini-map or anything?
There's no mini-map, and the radar isn't very helpful because it's really hard to differentiate what something is closer to you versus something far away. They were slightly different sizes, but it wasn't enough, and I had to pause on and say, okay, where am I going? And pause again, where am I going?
A lot of faulty mechanics in this game. Huh?
And just after that, the combat they went on a big retread. They're back to a very Mass Effect 1 kind of gameplay, which I'll admit I hated at first, but after I got used to it, it got better, but it's still not very good. If you wanted to play it like an old Mass Effect game, you're going to be disappointed because the cover shooting mechanics are really kind of
stiff,
iffy, actually, because it's auto cover, so you move up something, you automatically cover. But the levels aren't really set for that. They kind of want to encourage a more jumpy, fast combat approach.
Movement, okay.
And that combat approach is once you get into that rhythm, it's fine. But there's just so many minute details that make it not great. There's a lot of bits where there's input lag on my controller, and I'm not a person who usually complains about these things. Input lag.
Yeah,
that's very specific, but I checked another shooter just to make sure it just wasn't in my head with the controller, and yeah, there was a big difference on other shooters than when I was playing Mass Effect. I just threw Titanfall 2 in the...
Oh, okay.
It was like, oh, that was responsive, but it's a little bit unresponsive in Mass Effect, and... there's just so many bugs, and that just I keep going saying, okay, this will be better, and then I just keep getting taken back out of the experience because I keep seeing more bugs. So your squad mates will teleport; they'll drop on top of you.
So these are fixable problems,
cutscenes
right?
will get stuck. Yeah, but there's so many.
Okay.
There are just so many bugs. Like, I'm not going to say this lightly. This is buggier than most Bethesda games on launch. This is pretty buggy.
And that's saying something, bro.
This is probably the buggiest AAA title I've seen in ages. I'm going to say this is an unfinished product. Because I was waiting for a day one patch, but then I found out my version is post day one patch. So those experiences I'm having right now are post patch.
Oh man.
I'm still having these issues. And I'm not quite done, but I'm almost done. I don't think I'm gonna see my quest tracker problem disappear before I finish. They've already said they don't have plans, or they're not ready to fix the animations for the humans. And yeah, there's a lot that can't be fixed after the patch. Like the graphics, they were selling it as this big thing that was gonna be great on 4K.
And the graphic is not... And we have a 4K TV.
Yeah,
here,
4K, if anything, exposes that most of the graphics aren't that great. Textures on objects are pretty good, but then you see stuff, and you look at these like, is that just assets they dragged out of Mass Effect 3 and just dropped it in here with no changes?
Wow.
So
what is that being lazy or
happened? I can only imagine that after a couple of delays, EA just said, forget it, get it out the door.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's not
They're
proof.
rushing it,
I don't know that, but the way it's been released has to be unfinished. There's no way anyone could sign up going, yeah, this works.
So you said that this was how did the vehicles drive in the game shoot?
Garbage.
It was garbage.
Yeah, you can't test guns before you research and purchase them. So if you find a gun you like or a gun that looks cool, and you read the description and you build it up and you don't like it, tough shit.
Wow.
So
there's really so it's not rewarding to beat anything. Graphics aren't that great.
It's got
shooting is a little glitchy.
It's like Star Trek Voyager of the Mass Effect world. It's disappointing in a lot of ways.
Wow.
Even thematically, though, it's like Voyager.
Yeah.
They're in a completely different not universe. You're in a completely different galaxy, and you're struggling to get your bearings. And I actually appreciate that there's not a lot of world-ending threats keeping you going forward, but more personal tales, and that's the real thing that redeems it, is
the story.
The amount of personal stuff put into this is what makes it good. The story is still good so far. Not done yet. The story is good in that, every single person you talk to has something to say. There's tons and tons and tons of quests to do. So many, and none of them feel like chores. They feel like things you want to get done. Not only a couple of them are really fetch questy, but they put personality into all that. And it's just a shame that they have all this voice acting and all these lines recorded. You can talk to people who aren't even there to give you a quest. They just talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's big in games of this size. Not having the best time.
So I guess the question on everybody's mind is, what would you give this game, or would you recommend it to anybody?
I would say if you're a fan of Mass Effect, you probably already bought it.
Okay.
But like other games that came before that you would have to wait after patch to get an idea of it, you really don't know if fixing all these problems is going to make it that much better, because there's a lot of work it needs. I played Assassin's Creed Unity after all the patching was done, after all the problems with that, because everyone knows that was a big problem. I played that one post-patch, and the game was still not great because it wasn't a good game. And this is another one, if they can fix it, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough.
Alright, I mean...
So I would say, right now, no, don't get it. Right now, it's unfinished. It is practically broken. I would say wait like a month or two for them to sort everything out and see if it's still worth picking up then if you're a fan, especially if you're a fan, you haven't gotten it. I've been on the fence, wait.
Okay, so if you're on the fence, wait. But besides that, glitchy, shoots horrible, looks alright, could do better on faces.
Oh god, could it ever? Everyone's already seen the meme. I'm tired and my face is tired.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, everyone's seen that.
That's a good one. Classic meme. So that was it for Mass Effect.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate.
I'm so bummed. What am I gonna wait for now? What am I supposed to do for like 3 months? I don't know what's coming out that I'm waiting for. I was waiting for Mass Effect.
Hope that there's another Titanfall or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there's Titanfall DLC, I guess.
Yeah. I guess you got something to look forward to. But it's not Mass Effect.
It's not Mass Effect.
Nope. So
I'll say this, if they could get things together, it reminds me of Mass Effect 1, and Mass Effect 1 also had a ton of problems, and they fixed it in 2. Going forward, if they're going to try and recover this, I expect they might make a really good Andromeda 2.
Oh, alright.
Like,
So
they might just repeating history here, okay? Maybe Andromeda 2 is going to be amazing.
Okay.
But Andromeda only has the plot holding it up if you can tolerate the problems.
Yeah. So Mass Effect disappointed us all. Why Mass Effect? Why?
This is Kurt and Zeke from Hard Mode Gamers, and enjoy the rest of your day. And if you enjoyed videos like this, you gotta press like and subscribe. And if you press both of these, if we get 1,000 likes, we will the game will get patched early, right?
Yeah. I think the developers
they'll see this video and
yeah,
they'll go, oh shit, we got to get on top of that.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit that little bell to tell you when we're posting.
We'll notify you when we have more stuff. Take care.
Peace.